The world of IPOs has been quite frozen over for quite a while. Ever since the market started tanking in 2022, IPOs started slowing down, and they've all but ceased, except for a bunch of forced ones that have went through. We've seen companies like Better.com kind of have this big IPO go through recently. They immediately tanked like over 90, I think it was like 93, 97% or something when they launched. So their stock, their company went from being worth, I think, like 40 billion to like 4 billion, absolutely getting hammered. So IPOs are not very popular right now. And a company is gearing up for an IPO, a very high profile, and that is Instacart. It's gearing up for its IPO. So today on the podcast, we want to talk about it because they have just released, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but right before their IPO, they've announced a series of AI-powered upgrades to to their entire platform, pretty much, their store, their carts, all the sorts of things. So we're going to be diving into that, what we think the implications are, and let's talk a little bit about their IPO, where we see this going, if, how they're going to pull this off. This is a tricky time for IPOs, let's be 100% honest. The whole IPO market and all of this, really, like a big part of this hinges on like market sentiment, people, believing your company is going to continue to grow, continue to succeed. It's really tricky right now with interest rates being so high. So anyways, we're going to dive into all of that. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Welcome to the AI Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Schaefer. If you are interested in seeing really interesting AI use cases, make sure to follow me over on x.com, formerly Twitter, as I will be sharing some really cool use cases of AI, and I kind of, retweet some of the greatest things I'm seeing in the space every day. So make sure to follow me at Jaden_AI. I'll drop a link to that, but also my handle is in the podcast cover. I would love to have you in the community. Have you ever wanted to start your own podcast? I record and publish podcasts on a platform called Spotify for Podcasters, and I absolutely love it. Essentially, you can upload from your phone or computer, and it distributes to every platform that plays podcasts. They support video podcasts, and you can make money on the platform with ads or even podcast subscriptions, something that has made my life so much easier as a podcaster. So if you're interested, I highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcast app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started on your podcast today. So the big story here is that, of course, while Instacart is gearing up for its IPO, it's slated to happen this September, and that's according to a bunch of reports. And so, very, very soon, potentially this month. But the company is not holding back on its tech-heavy announcements. So today, Instacart revealed significant updates to its storefront platform, which is an e-commerce engine that powers more than 550 retail brands like Costco, Price Chopper, Market 32, and Tops Friendly Market. And the newly updated platform is leveraging technology from ChatGPT, as well as Instacart has kind of their in-house AI models. But essentially what's going on here is that, of course, Instacart is a bit of a pioneer in grocery e-commerce tech. They're based in San Francisco. They're founded back in 2012, and they have been positioning themselves as more than just a delivery service, right? When you think of Instacart, you probably think of like, I don't want to go to the grocery store. Let me order an Instacart to go do my shopping for you. They're trying to be more than that. They're trying to be like a technology platform. And apparently right now they're actually controlling around 22% of the US's $132 billion online grocery delivery market. Now, to be 100% honest, I don't necessarily directly use Instacart, but I believe, so I have, my family, we use Walmart shopping. So my wife decided she does not like going to Walmart to shop if she doesn't have to. The store is massive. We got a couple kids. They don't have a fun time. It's just like a hassle. Keeping your kids in the cart, not throwing fits or throwing things or wanting everything, whatever. It's just not a great time. I don't know. Maybe when they get older, it'll be more fun. But right now, Walmart is not a fun trip for our family. So my wife found out it's like $100 a year. It's super, super cheap. And you get Walmart delivered to you, at least where we live. So we've been doing that. And I like to say like, oh yeah, we don't use Instacart, we just use Walmart delivery. But I actually sometimes think that Walmart outsources to Instacart if they don't have enough drivers. I could be completely wrong about this, but I swear I've seen people that are doing Instacart delivery and they're dropping off for Walmart. They also do the thing where you pay like a fee. So like in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like $100 and that's just the fee. And they're going to like, it's just this is on Walmart. They're going to like deliver my groceries. But then when the delivery driver drops it off, it's like, give your delivery driver a tip. And I'm like, oh, like I don't know. I'm just like a hater on tipping and tipping culture in general. So like, don't mind me if that's triggering to you and you're a Walmart driver and you wish you got bigger tips. I wish all tipping was just like integrated into the price of whatever you buy. I just don't like the awkwardness of like, did I tip too much? Did I not tip enough? Let's just like, give me the full price. I'm happy to pay. I would be more happy to pay a higher price with the tip included than a lower price where I pick the tip. It's an extra like, yeah, you only have so many like things in a day to think about and do. And I don't know, it's just not my thing, but whatever. In any case, so I probably use Instacart, but I've been using Walmart is kind of like the main thing. In any case, Instacart has a big chunk of the market, but I wonder like what percentage of that is exclusively on the Instacart app and what percent is maybe like other third-party people like offloading to it. I think it's really smart. They've gotten in with Costco and they're doing deliveries for Costco. That's amazing. I just went to Costco today. It was a fiasco. Of course, it's a Saturday, so it's crazy. But yeah, good job on Instacart. They're definitely solving a major pain point, as you can hear me sitting here for like 10 minutes talking about all my pain of grocery shopping. In any case, they currently have a relationship with OpenAI, and actually it was one of the first integrations. It was one of the first people to integrate ChatGPT plugins back in March when that launched. They had like an Ask Instacart ChatGPT feature in their app back in May. So I think the new storefront that they've just launched is built on the same kind of robust infrastructure that underlies the Instacart app. And it offers retailers access to features driven by what Instacart claims are 150 proprietary AI models, right? That's crazy. I've heard a lot of people talk about the fact that, like GPT-4, for example, is allegedly like 16 AI experts kind of tied together. When you ask GPT-4 a question, it figures out which of those. So I'm assuming this is kind of the same idea with Instacart where, they say there's 150 proprietary AI models and that's probably like all looped together in one thing, but they got like 150 experts or whatever. So, I mean, cool. It makes sense. I think you can get you get more specific quality results doing this strategy. And yeah, that's a no-brainer. So I think this new, level of AI integration allows customers to pose open-ended questions like, what ingredients do I need for fish tacos, or what's a healthy lunch option for my kids? They can ask it directly into the search bar, and you do it into, a bunch of participating retailers, online storefronts, and it's going to give you the responses. So Asha Sharma, who's Instacart COO, said, quote, "We've long believed the future of grocery and commerce in general isn't online or in-store. It's both. And now more than ever, it's being supercharged with AI." So according to Sharma, the company's advantages kind of lie in its dynamic grocery catalog, which they have touted as one of the largest in the industry. So it includes 1.4 billion items and updates more than 6,000 items per second, which of course has, over a decade's worth of data in online grocery shopping behavior. So the advancements, I think, in all of this are not limited to online interfaces. So the company's smart carts, known as Caper carts, also received a pretty substantial upgrade. So these carts, which are a product of Instacart's $350 million acquisition of Caper AI in 2021, come with a huge array of features, including touchscreens, scales, and sensors. So customers can not only bag items as they shop, but they can also order custom items like deli sandwiches directly from the cart itself. And then when the custom order is ready, a notification is sent for pickup. It's kind of nice, right? You don't have to go to the deli, just do it from your phone, go to the deli when your sandwich is ready. So I think the latest improvements are also kind of, there to enhance the capabilities of Cart's camera and weight sensors, which are delivering a more kind of fluid shopping experience while enhancing the detection of any suspicious activity. So I think that as Instacart is kind of looking towards this IPO that may be on the horizon for them probably very soon, I think these updates signify its ambition to be a technology-first company that really kind of straddles the line between the physical and digital worlds with a focus on enhancing both customer experiences and operational efficiency through AI. So Instacart is clearly aiming to lead the charge in this rapidly evolving grocery commerce landscape. And I think by putting out a bunch of these new features, a bunch of this new AI, 150 different AI models apparently that they have, they're really kind of saying, look, we're definitely a software company. We're not just because we have like a lot of, we have like the element of the human drivers. It's kind of like if someone was saying Uber wasn't a software company, which there's like a lot of debates, right? Even like Tesla, people are saying, they say like, is this a car company? Is this a tech company? Tesla wants to be a tech company because the valuations are much higher, the multiples are much higher. And so they work really hard to have a lot of AI and software and, self-driving and those kind of things to be like, look, no, we're a tech company, not just a car company. And so I think, Instacart wants to make sure they're definitely, saying we are a tech company, especially as they're looking for investors and IPO on the horizon. And they want to make sure their valuation is as high as possible and stays that way for as long as possible.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Thank you for listening to the AI Chat Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, I'd appreciate it if you rate me wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you're looking for an innovative group of AI enthusiasts, make sure you check out our Discord channel and also our Facebook community. It's obviously a lot more interactive than a podcast where we can actually share software tools, prompts that we're using in everyday AI. I'll leave a link for those in the description below.